what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Bryce Benjamin Podcast. So happy to be here with you today, and I'm glad you are listening in today. Happy Friday, happy weekend. We have had the privilege and the honor of being joined by fitness and health coach Zoe Flynn, and was really dope to hear her story on how she's able to make a lifestyle change and was able to drop over 120 pounds, and hearing her different life experiences with different cities and different countries she's lived in and experienced, and we had a really awesome conversation. Definitely enjoyed talking to Zoe today. Now, so if you're one of those people that are at home and you wanted to go ahead and start a fitness journey, you want to lose a little extra weight and feel a little bit better, but you really don't know where to begin, in this episode, Zoe definitely gave some great advice that you can definitely apply, and for those beginners out there, something that you guys can go ahead and use as that extra tool. But enough of me rambling. Without further ado, I do want you to show some love for my guest today, Miss Zoe Flynn. All right, there we go. Little technical difficulties, but we back. Zoe, what's going on?
Nothing. I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I appreciate you joining the show today.
Thank you for asking me.
Yeah, thank you. This is a excellent opportunity. I really do appreciate it. So I want to start off by saying your videos, like out of all the negative shit that goes on online, watching your videos on Facebook and hearing your motivational talks is one of the bright spots that I look forward to on Facebook.
Thank you.
So,
really, thank you. I try to be like a light in Facebook because I know it can be a lot of stuff. Do you like, ooh, why did he even post that?
Yes.
So I just try to be something positive on someone's newsfeed.
Please keep doing that because it's refreshing. You able to social media. Like I said it before, like you go on social media and you just see nothing but people just attacking other people all the time.
Yeah.
And, sometimes it's funny, and then a lot of times it's like, I don't get tired of that shit. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's kind of nice being able to go and see somebody that's giving a positive message. And it's refreshing to watch, and it's a joy. So I hope you keep doing it. So I brought you on the show today really to talk about your fitness journey. And so from the information that I've been able to gather, you started your fitness journey how many years ago?
I want to say it was my last year of high school, 2011. So
2011, okay. And since then, you have lost over 120 pounds.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. So where did it all start? How did this all start for you?
Okay. So for me, I was obese my whole life. It was what it was. I want to say 6th grade, I went to Weight Watchers. When I was in high school, like 10th grade, I did Nutrisystem, and I tried to hide it. So like I had the little containers, and I would rip the labels off so no one would know at lunch and warm up my little food. So I did Nutrisystem. I always would do little programs. You lose like 20 pounds, then you gain it right back.
Yeah.
So I was just like, man, maybe I'm just destined to be obese. This is my life. A lot of my family members are overweight, so I just thought that's what it was.
Right.
So pretty much that was what it was up until I was a senior in high school. And so before I was going to college, I was thinking, you know what? I'll be on campus. I won't have to cook. They'll have a gym. Maybe I should try something, get it together before I get to college.
Yeah.
Because it would be a better setting for me. So I got hip hop abs. Have you seen that, Sean?
Yeah. The light skinned black dude.
Yeah.
I bought his, or didn't buy, but I downloaded his Insanity program.
Insanity is good.
Yeah, that joint is nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, but hip hop abs.
Hip hop abs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this look fun. I could do this. So I started doing that in my room, and I lost like 20 pounds, and then I actually kept it off.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. So after that, I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. Maybe this is a possibility. So when I got to college, it was still like eating okay and going to the gym, but I had no clue what I was doing. I was just like lost.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, hip hop abs work. Let me do this again. So I found a different program, but it was with the same company, and I actually got a coach through that company. So she pretty much put me in an accountability group. Like I got Facebook so I could be in this group.
Yeah.
And her support and being in the group with other people, it just helped me push through. Like in college, you have exams, you have homework, but I was in groups with women that had like 3 kids. And I'm like, oh, they got 3 kids. Yeah. And she just did her workout. I'm like, oh, let me get up.
Yeah.
So that like helped me, and it just helped me keep going. So with that and the accountability, I lost 120 pounds.
That's what's up. And I'm glad you did say that about that accountability factor. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, people are starting to lose weight, and I'm also talking from personal experience as well, because I've been in the same boat where I was just a fat kid my whole life. And then finally, it seems like once you get out of high school, because that's sort of what the flip, I was able to make that flip as well. Like once I got out of high school, started dropping weight and things like that. And having somebody that like a group, or having like a person that can hold you accountable and making sure that, you guys are staying on track with one another is really big and really helpful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's like when people, because a lot of people be asking like, what advice would you give to kind of start losing weight or whatever? And actually, I want to get your answer on that too. I'm like, just try to find somebody that can help you guys along that journey.
That's what I say too, because I think people are so afraid to ask for help, especially when it comes to losing weight, because then you have to say like, oh, I don't know how to cook, or oh, I don't know what to do. So it's like vulnerable. So people never want to ask, but you have to ask. If you don't ask, you're not going to learn. There is a lot of info out there, because that's why I say like Google, but when it comes to weight loss, there's so many different ways to lose weight, so you can get lost. But I always say like, if it's someone that goes to the gym, all gyms, they have like either a free session or you can pay for one session with a trainer.
Right.
And it's worth it. Like, just do it, write down all their tips. And then once you get that program going, when you need something else, pay for another session. There's no point to go to the gym and you have no clue what you're doing.
Right.
It's just not going to work.
Yeah, you just going in there running around in circles, and no type of guidance.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's nice to have that type of structure, type of guidance, and then eventually you can kind of go on and do your own thing.
Yeah.
But and I think that's kind of the scary thing too with a lot of folks, because a lot of people that are obese or are bigger, don't really know how to work out or how to diet.
Yep.
So would you say that diet is the most important thing?
It is. It's 80% diet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you need to look at it as a lifestyle change.
Yes.
Because when you just crash diet, it's going to come back. Like,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people do, like, keto. I'm not knocking it. But, like, for me personally, I love carbs.
Yeah.
Carbs are going to be a part of my life. So, it's like you just have to figure out how to live with carbs. Like, it's a problem if you can't live with carbs. Mm-hmm. So, you need to find that problem. Like, figure it out and deal with it and learn how to live with carbs.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, the keto joint, I tried it a little bit. And I'm the same way. It's like I'm good on that one. Like it's like certain, like you can't eat fruit, like a lot of fruits, because a lot of like fruits have a lot of carbs.
Sugar,
Yeah, you get the sugar in that. It's a hell of a diet though. Like I've seen people have some crazy results with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I don't think this is going to be sustainable for myself or a lot of people in that retrospect there. So basically, when you got out of high school, what was like your main motivating factor? Was it that the fact that you are going to college and you kind of just wanted to create a new look for yourself, like extra, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I knew life would be hard at that size. It would just be way too hard to travel. You have to pay for more money for 2 seats.
Yeah.
And then even traveling, you have to think about things more like, oh, is there a lot of walking involved? It's just, you have to think about more things. So, and I'm a person who really loves to travel.
Yeah.
So for me, that was one thing that I'm like, okay, nah, I need to like evaluate this. And at the same time, when I was heavier, I didn't have a lot of confidence. And I was just always in the background. And I knew, like, there's a purpose to my life. Mm-hmm. And I knew that I couldn't serve that purpose if I felt that way about myself. If I always wanted to be in the background, it wasn't going to work. Mm-hmm. So those 2 things, I feel like, really pushed me.
That's what's up. And, like, weight loss is not just, okay, you shed the weight. Mm-hmm. And now, you feel better. Like, it's a whole bunch of benefits that come with it. Like, you feel better confidence, mm-hmm. Just like you can fit, clothes that you want to wear and stuff like that. It's a lot that comes with it. But the main thing that I think, in terms of weight loss stress is you just feel 10 times better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure you're in the same mindset. But after a workout, I really don't feel too much better after I worked out, in terms of, I don't think there's a higher peak. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Like you work out, you just feel that extra joy of you just completing that workout.
Sometimes the last program I did, it was really intense. So after certain workouts, I'm like, dang, I did that.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, I did that.
Sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, so I would ride that little high, like, okay, Zoe, you knocked that out.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's good stuff. So your first program that you had started was the hip hop abs.
Yeah.
And you got that doing, and then you did a different one after that. Mm-hmm. So did you just consistently go with like different programs that you like to kind of keep yourself in shape and keeping the weight off?
Yeah, all my weight I lost at home. So I would just find programs based on what I wanted to focus on. So if I wanted something that was more cardio, then I would select a program for that. If I was like, okay, now I need to start lifting more weights, I would select a program based on that. But I also wanted it to be fun. So like if I didn't like the trainer, like maybe I need to switch to something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, it just was based on what results I wanted to see.
That's dope. So you really didn't like step into like gyms or nothing like that?
No, only when like my first semester in college when I went to the gym for that semester, but I didn't know what I was doing. So I was just like, this is not worth it. And because I saw the results with hip hop abs, like just dancing in my room, it was no point for me to keep going to the gym. So I trusted the programs after that.
That's what's up. I think that's a good thing for a lot of people to hear. I think a lot of people when they start their weight loss journey is that they got to get a gym membership.
Yeah.
And you're living proof that you don't need one. You did it all from home and like programs you found online and things like that, right?
Yes. And it's just way cheaper too because you don't have to pay every month. You're just paying for like one subscription and you don't have to do a lot. It's just like you can get it done right at home. You don't have to go to the gym. That takes the excuse out right there.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Mm-hmm. So
you ain't got to drive nowhere or walk nowhere. It's right. Get up and go.
Yeah.
Like,
And you know, we live in Niagara Falls, so you know that cold to get you sometimes.
Ooh, man, tell me about it. Especially you get like one of those snowstorms the night before, and now you got to clean off your car. That's an easy excuse not to go to the gym. It's like, man, fuck that.
Like that's the workout, cleaning off the car.
It really. And then you got to shovel the snow afterwards. That ass, man. So if you was giving advice for people that's looking to start their own weight loss journey, what would be a couple of things that you would tell them where to start off at?
The first thing would be to like set a goal, but an obtainable goal, like your 30-day and like a 3-month goal. Because some people will be like, yeah, I want to lose 100 pounds. It's like when you just look at that 100 pounds, it becomes too much.
Okay.
So I'll definitely say like if you have to lose 100 pounds, first think about the first 10 pounds.
Okay.
So think about like 10 pounds in 30 days. Also, look at your diet. So I know some people, it's hard to say like eat healthier. Everyone doesn't know what that means. But definitely if you don't drink 8 cups of water a day, you need to drink 8 cups of water a day.
Yeah.
And a lot of people drink like a gallon of water. So like at least 8 cups. Also vegetables. I think people just don't like to hear that. Every time I talk to someone, they're like, yeah, I love fruit. I'm like, okay, but what about the vegetables? So definitely make sure with like every meal you're eating some form of vegetable.
Yeah.
And eat breakfast.
Your typical, do you keep like a food journal or anything?
I meal prep, so I like create my menu for the week.
Yeah.
But so that's the most I do, but I'll have like my menu for the week.
What would be like your typical eating day?
So for breakfast, I love eggs. I already pretty much eat eggs every day, but like scrambled eggs with spinach or either like, trying to think, shredded like zucchini. Yeah. So either that or spinach. And then I usually make sweet potatoes, roasted sweet potatoes. Okay. With peppers and onions. Okay. So I usually have that for breakfast a lot. Yeah. And then I'll add salsa on it. For lunch, I get free lunch at work. Okay. So a lot of times I'll have salads because they have a salad bar and I'll just add some type of protein to it. Right. But if not, it'll be like some form of protein, potatoes or chicken and a vegetable. But I'm getting that at work. Okay. And then at home for dinner, it rotates. Like depends on what I want that week. Like this week I made like a shrimp. What was it? Shrimp with cauliflower rice. Okay. I wanted more like a little Asian thing this week. Yeah. So yeah, I made that. But it changes, but I pretty much eat at least 3 meals and 2 snacks. So in between, like at work, I'm eating a granola bar. When I come home from work, I have a shake and some fruit. So I'm eating I eat a lot. So yeah.
Do you do any like cheat days or cheat meals or anything